This ain't no Toy Story, and Andy wouldn't have a chance of surviving this slaughterhouse at all. Let's see some blood. We open the movie straight up with the movie title. And we start the movie off with these two punk girls hitchhiking on the side of the road in the rain, but these rich asshole pricks refuse to stop for them. And this bitch is a real piece of fucking work.
Baby, you almost hit them.
You want me to go back and try a second time?
I'm already hanging for her death scene, really am. So the Bauer family are lost, and the storm is settling in really nicely. And unfortunately, they get bogged. And the bitch wife makes that useless husband push the car, but no luck. He's a useless prick. But they're in luck. They see a big-ass creepy house in the distance. Let's walk to that house. The fucking bitch-ass stepmom throws the little girl's teddy bear away in the bloody bush. Aw, how cute. But it was just a fucking daydream, damn it. But still time for that bitch to get hers. So they head to the house and knock, no one's there. So what to do? So to stay dry, they break in.
We do prefer them to use the front door.
But these old pricks find it in their heart to let them stay and keep dry. Little girl Judy sees all the dolls and she loves it. But let's have some food first and then we can do a tour of the house. Yeah, fuck that. Now all enjoying a hot meal, it's time for some chit-chat time.
We chose an unusual spot for a vacation day.
True.
Tell me about it.
This bitch, I tell ya. Then without knocking, it must be a thing, the two British backpackers, they burst into the house. And this geek bloke, Ralph, all wet from the rain, he picked him up.
Picked us up. Trying to catch some talent, huh, Ralph?
Oh, she's annoying. I can't wait for this Madonna wannabe to get killed. So the old couple agree to let them all stay, all of them. And then the old man shows them all to their all separate rooms. Bad move, Madonna. And the dolls are pissed. So Ralph gets shown his room next.
Stories about how toys woke up after we were asleep, and they'd start to wander all over the house.
Is Ralph Andy from Toy Story?
So I stayed up night after night to see if I can catch my toys playing on their own.
I fucking reckon he is, and I reckon that was Woody. So back to the punk chicks, and the Madonna wannabe is snuck out of the room to go steal some antiques. But all she finds is some new friends. And now might be a good time to sing like a prayer. And Judy, she's on the search for a glass of water, but she sees Madonna and she realizes that she's not on top of the pops like she used to be. It's over, Madonna. It's over. So Judy runs off and she goes and tells Dad and the bitch stepmom, but they don't give a fuck. So let's see if Ralph will believe my story. But Ralph doesn't believe until he sees... Judy, you just ruined the fucking crime scene. So they go check it out. And they find blood and go tell the others.
Hey, you get away from my daughter, pervert! Oh, no!
Well, how did you think it would go for you, mate? You're running up and down with someone's kid during the night? Well, Judy gets upset and she fucking runs away. Great. And now asshole Dad goes looking for his daughter. And he threatens her if she doesn't come back, he'll rip up her punch doll.
Ow!
Take that, prick.
Ow!
Serves you fucking right. And Punch is gone. Outsmarted this stupid prick. Now Ralph goes and finds the old man and tells him about the dead bodies and the death, but the old man uses the oldest trick in the book.
I spilled a can of paint. I use it to paint the doll's cheeks.
And the dumb prick brought into it. Now over in the room with the bitch stepmom, she feels movements under the covers. Ooh. Not exactly what she wanted, but first a foot, then relieved some hunger. And this one's nice enough to lend her some scissors. And it's hammer time. And these little fuckers are ruthless. Hey, behind the back is a bit fucking harsh, don't you think? Nah, fucker. And just when you think you've escaped, think again, bitch. Fucking ruthless dolls. Well, she's finally gone, thank fuck. Now the other British chick, she's trying to fucking find her way out, and she finds her Madonna wannabe friend looking as plastic as she does in 2023. Now Woody wants to play, but she fucks him up. Then she kicks a doll in the face that's trying to fucking cut her. And she just starts fucking dolls up. Just giving zero fucks. And she's disgusted after seeing all their little fucking skulls all smashed up, and she flees, only to see some nice soldiers. Oh shit, I would fucking run. And they have real bullets. And that ends her. Back with Ralph and Judy, and they find a room with all the dolls. And Ralph finally sees that they're all alive. And Ralph fucks a few of them up.
Excuse me! Sorry!
But the dolls aren't impressed. You're fucked now, Ralph. Mobbed by dolls. But luckily they like Judy and they listen to this kid. Now the arsehole daddy finds both them, his daughter and Ralph, and he's pissed off and he knocks Ralph out. But Punch is here to save the day. The angry dad gets one over fucking little Punch there.
Fuck you, Clody!
And the old man sees his doll being killed and he's not impressed at all.
Fix this, old man.
He sure does.
And you still don't know what's happening.
Let the transformation begin. And we have a new Punch. Don't fuck with these old fuckers, eh? So the next morning, the old folks make up some crazy story that Ralph and Judy actually believe. They hit their heads and it was all a dream. Judy's dad and stepmom left a note and left her and changed their names.
I'm taking the two hitchhikers with me.
And the British hitchhikers went with them. Okay. I can understand the kid believing this story, but Ralph, fucking come on, man. So Judy and Ralph leave and we get to see all the victims on the shelf. And just when we think we're done, we get another car bogged outside the house. The end. Now for all the questions we want answered. Do we really want these answered? Was it witchcraft that they used to turn the humans into dolls? I don't know, they didn't explain this. Was it black magic? Was it witchcraft? How did these old people turn the humans into dolls? I don't know. They never told me this. Did they tell you this? They didn't tell me fucking this. Maybe a prequel. Maybe we'll have to make a prequel. The Amityville Dollhouse. Oh no, there's already been fucking done, hasn't it? Oh fuck. There's a lot of dolls in that house, so how many people have actually been to that house and been turned into dolls? There's a lot of people have broken down, and I think the police would have investigated by now that house. I'm pretty sure they would have investigated that house by now, but I don't know. I'm not a copper, so I could not tell you how investigations go. Was this a big hit in the 80s? I remember it from when I was a kid. My brother had it on VHS tape and I used to watch it all the time. Now watching it again, not seeing it in 20 years, a lot different to when I remember it. I remember it being a lot violent and a lot more scary, but of course, I was a kid, I was a 10-year-old, so hey. But was it a big hit? I don't know. I'm not too lazy to look up fucking figures and how much it made at the box office. Did people actually dress like the Madonna wannabe girl in the 80s? Did they? Did people actually go around in the 80s dressing like fucking Madonna and Boy George and all their favorite fucking Michael Jacksons and shit? Surely they didn't. Surely they didn't. I was just a kid in the 80s, but come on, man. They did not. They don't. They fucking didn't. Don't even answer that one. They didn't. Look, when I was a kid, I loved this movie. I fucking loved it. It was a perfect horror for the kids in the 80s. It's a perfect horror for kids now as well. It's not too violent. But today it's lost me a little bit this time around. Not as good, not as gory, not as scary as when I was a kid. So I'm going to put this as a bit of a kid's horror movie now. Maybe? I don't know. It was a good story, but it was not explained why the old people were doing this to everyone, so a backstory movie would be pretty good. Nothing is really explained at all during this movie, at all. I liked it, could have been way better. Look, stepmom did her job. We all wanted her to die because she was a fucking bitch, so they did the correct job there with that character. Ralph was an idiot, plain dumb, shouldn't have been hanging around with the kid that much, but he was a fucking dumbass, but he was just trying to freaking make sure she was safe, so he was a good bloke, but was he, Andy? In the end, it was just a basic 80s horror, and it was nothing too crazy. This one gets 5 out of 10 blood popcorns, only 5 out of 10. Maybe in the 80s when I first watched it, I probably would have given it like a 7 when I first freaking saw this. Would have thought it was amazing with the way it was all done back then, but unfortunately on today's standards, and I'm going by today's standards, it's only a 5 out of 10. Is it worth watching once? Definitely worth watching once. Is it worth watching it again? No. Is it worth buying? No. So definitely worth watching once so you can have a little bit of a laugh. And I would actually really like a prequel to it to see why they turn people into dolls. Alright guys, that was Dolls. Click like and subscribe or do whatever the fuck you want because it is your life. I'd appreciate it, but do whatever the fuck you want. Alright guys, I'll be back with, I don't even know what I'm going to watch next week, but I'll find another retro movie to watch for retro movie time and reviews. And should I go to some trilogy or, I don't know, just have a look. I've got a list, I've got a fucking list and a half of movies there, so we'll see, we'll have a look and see what we got. Alright guys, see you next week, see you!